Welcome back YouTube. Today we have a back day. And the reason why I call it a back day is because it pretty much is a back day. We've got a little bit of arm volume in place and we actually have some glute work in place. Now, both myself and Meg need more ass. So we have hip thrusts in place. Now everyone's gonna be like, oh my God, it's a guy doing hip thrusts. Yes, it's a guy doing hip thrusts. So I will show you how to actually do hip thrusts properly so that you target your glutes, not just your lower back and quads and hamstrings. So a lot of value from today's video coming from both myself and the wife. But without further ado, pre-workout meal is about to go down. We've got my pre-workout from trainingbyjp.com, as always. Health metrics, blood pressure cuff, and blood glucose. Now, before I get stuck into my pre-workout meal, something I wanted to talk to you about, guys, is health monitoring. Super, super important, and two health metrics that you can track yourself very easily and on a consistent basis at home is your blood glucose and your blood pressure. Now, blood pressure is a silent killer in bodybuilding. That is what I would deem one of the most important metrics for any bodybuilders to track on a regular basis. Personally, I've made a habit of doing it every day. You don't need to do it every day, but I expect my clients to do it at least 3 times per week, especially the bigger guys, the assisted guys. So that's something that you should invest into. Amazon, you can get a cheap monitor and a good accurate one from there as well with bigger cuffs should you need them. And blood glucose, AccuCheck, the most accurate ones as well. Again, it's another health metric that allows you to see how sensitive you are to carbohydrates, which is obviously a great tool to use for bodybuilding. But not only that, it's a metric that shows how inflamed you are and stress levels as well, because when your blood sugar tends to sit higher, that is also a sign of inflammation or you just being tired. So it's another great metric that we can use as a whole when it comes to not just health, but also recovery. So without further ado, guys, I'm gonna eat and let you all simmer and let you all kind of digest the info. And then I'll let the wife do a little bit of an update. I'll actually get a hat, put a hat on, you know, look more presentable, and then we can get stuck into the gym. Also a reminder, guys, we are running our challenge that you have seen advertised before. So if you want to sign up for that, the wife will give you some more information on that, just to give you a recap. So yeah, stay tuned and we'll eat this and get stuck in.
Obviously, Kuba's just gone through all of the health metrics that he utilises. Obviously, as his client, I get made to do that 3 times per week. I will be honest, I have been very naughty in the past and not done the readings, but this off season I've been good, haven't I, Coach?
Yeah.
Making sure that we stay on top of it. That actually leads me into something. So when it comes to the off season and sticking to your post-competition phase, your recovery phase, it is so important that you're adherent with it. And this isn't anything to do with body composition. People get it so confused that the recovery phase is all about your body composition and the way in which you can hold it. It is not about that. Recovering post a competition phase, it is so important to recover your body, your hormone panel, your blood work, everything to become back into alignment before you go into the off season. I have clients, and if any of you are watching it, then please do listen to what I'm saying. I have clients that either are eating way too much or not eating enough or not having their health supplementation that they're supposed to be having. This puts a massive detriment to your health and the way in which you actually recover post a competition prep. At that point, yes, we don't want to get too fat. We don't want to kind of not gain too much weight. It needs to be in a good place. But the most important thing is getting your health back into a good position. Everybody's health markers will look at good at different points. Some people will be a little bit heavier. Some people will be a little bit leaner. But it's so important that you stick to that post-competition setup. Otherwise, you're going to find a huge detriment to your health, whether that be going into another off-season or whether you're coming away from a competing completely. You need to make sure that your off-season recovery first phase is done to absolute pristine. Otherwise, you're going to knack yourself from a health perspective for quite a long time, and it's hard to pull that back. With that in mind, obviously I'm going through my recovery phase at the moment. Things are going very well. Obviously got really poorly and have managed to get myself, and well, through Kuba's help, managed to get me back into a great place where I'm obviously able to train and feel good. So yeah, off season is going very, very, very well. With health bits in mind also, we are going to be doing a 6 and 12 week challenge. That isn't really to get the people as peeled as possible. We don't really like those types of challenges because it doesn't really set you up for anything past that. You get lean, you look fantastic, you do a photo shoot, you go on holiday, and then you don't know what to do. And that's what people end up finding that happens when they do the challenges. So
we aim to educate and put you on the right path for excellence in anything that you do. On a serious note, that is the goal. That is the goal.
Yeah,
it's not just to try and get results. Like, yes, we will get results, but whilst you're getting results, you also get something that's invaluable, which is education and tools that allow you to actually thrive off the back of it. So what's that saying about give a man a fish or give him a rod, whatever it is?
I don't know.
Guys, you know.
I'm not old enough.
Give the man a fish, he eats for a day. Give the man teach the man how to fish, and he'll eat for a lifetime. That's the goal here.
Basically, you want to be able to lead a healthy, sustainable, good lifestyle rather than it just being for 6, 12 weeks. You want to be able to look good, feel good all the time and have an element of balance in there as well. But you don't just want to be looking good, feeling good for 6 weeks, 12 weeks. Because again, like what we've just talked about the recovery phase, you just knacker your health when you've gone from being super lean to then getting super chubby. So it's all about education and making sure that you can actually build a healthy, sustainable lifestyle. Bodybuilding is not healthy. A competition prep is not healthy. So we'll leave it on that one before anybody pipes up and starts saying, well, you're a bodybuilder and it's not healthy and you do X, Y, and Z things. I'm not saying that, and I've never said that. But there is a way in which you can do health and fitness very healthily, and we want to show people how to do that.
On topic of health and health metrics, anyone that knows me knows how big I am on health supplementation and taking care of my health and longevity of myself, my clients, and all my friends around me. Now, 3 of the most essential supplements for anyone assisted that is looking to improve their lipid profiles, or even non-assisted that has had trouble with cholesterol or lipid profiles in general. Love Heart by Trained by JP, Omega Pharma Pro, and Omega V. These 3 supplements is what I honestly attribute my blood lipids looking pretty spectacular 2 weeks out from a show. And I honestly believe that this is what has contributed to my health markers being on point and continuity in a vast improvement throughout my health throughout the years that I know I can still get out of this. So anyone looking to improve the cholesterol in particular and look after heart health, this is the stack that I highly advised along all other Trained by JP health subs. Again, the quality of these products is unmatched, and the results really show when it comes to obviously the results that I'm seeing in my own blood work and my clients as well. Kuba 10 for your discount. Support me, support the channel, and get yours, guys. Again, this is not a sales pitch. This is more so me actually offering some value that will give you the protection that you need and potentially save lives down the line. I would be a fool but not to share it. Now, I actually have 3 caps of this as per serving stated, but with the Omega V, which is flaxseed oil, I actually have 4 capsules in the morning, 4 capsules at night. I found the higher dosage just works a little bit better. With Love Heart, same again. I will generally have 3 caps in the morning, 3 caps at night, which is just 1 cap higher than stated when in peak stress. Any other times, I just have 2 a.m., 2 p.m., and that seems to work a treat, guys. So try it out for yourself. Let me know how you get on. Leg raise and begin. Can you hold your?
I just want you to hold the chair.
Hold your arm.
No, just hold the chair. I'll drop down when I finished. No.
Show off. Okay.
this first working set, the rep range I want 8 to 12. So last
Session, I actually did 140 for 12. So today we are going to take a small load progression.
as I've hit
Kind of the upper limit of my rep range with good reps. So today we've earned the right to progress. Remember guys, when you do full progressive overload, you have to earn the right to take that progression. So just be mindful of really being able to reach the upper echelon of your rep range with good quality form and keep the form standardized whilst you're progressing the load.
Can't be off, yeah?
So we've actually got some new equipment in, so you're going to get to see some glimpses of what's come. 3 pieces from Arsenal Strength, straight from the Flex Lewis's gym. Flat chest press, a hack squat and a leg press. Once the boys have got it in, I'll show you in full, but Gaz will give you a little tour just now, just so you've got an idea. 95 and 4.6 please.
95 both.
Yeah, both biscuits. One arm at a time. We can talk about execution, positions, alignment all we want, but the single most underlying factor that will make a difference is your ability to train hard and take your sets all the way there. If you don't have the ability to do that, forget about anything else in the gym. The first thing I have ever learned in my life, and the first thing that you should learn in your life, is how to go in the gym and actually train hard. Once you know how to do that and how to actually give all out effort, that's when you learn the fine intricate details that will allow you to really elevate yourself with your progression, but applying the intensity and a little bit of this. Wrap up once, only once, so it's like this. And keep the hold of the arm. Because you're starting to almost go like, do you know what I mean?
Oh, bastard.
3, 2, 1. Three, two, one, up. Beautiful. Strong. Come on. Good. And 5. Good. Drive. Strong. Come on. Good. Yep. Again. Good. Beautiful. I'll touch 75 and that'll work. Just another variation of a single arm pull over / pull down. Now this is a crossbody variation, so the tension is predominantly overloading in the length and range, but as you're driving through, it also drops off a lot in the short. So doing this last off is an ideal movement pattern. Not only that, but it also targets the lat fibers that run horizontally around your rib cage as well. So don't forget, your lats wrap around your rib cage. This movement allows you to move your arm across. So as I'm pulling through, I'm almost mimicking trying to really wrap my lats all the way around my spine. Crediting it, Gloff, he's the one that's accurately put out these movements out there. A lot of people have been copying, but again, everyone's just kind of ripping off of what Nick has already taught and implemented with that movement. And a lot of the execution cues that people implement are also wrong. The biggest thing here, keeping a nice neutral spine, maintaining some core tension. And again, you want to internally rotate your arms. So as you can see here, look at what happens to my elbow as my arm internally rotates and my fist actually faces up. That's the tension you want. So this will actually depress the shoulder down and align the arm path in line with the lat. So here, the tension is already on the lat, and then we drive it through and across. It's also a great functional movement, so this is a movement that gives you a lot of bang for your buck. And again, I will give credit where it's due. Gloff is the one that's really pioneered this movement, and others have just been kind of ripping it off. Once you sail properly and you hit it properly, feels absolutely tremendous. Something that we have implemented for a while now in many variations that we will continue implementing moving forward, just to make sure that our lat development is something will be worthy the next time we both step on stage. We actually started this machine. The way we actually utilize this row, I could literally do my whole bit of back workout on it because of the beauty of, obviously, one, adjusting the distance profile, but also being able to adjust your position on it. It's a wonderful piece, and obviously it does have the pronated grip and neutral grip. So I could literally do my single arm work for my lat bicep work or my upper back work, which we started off on. And then now here we're pronated grip and a seat a little bit lower, we're actually doing rear delt row. There's many, many ways to skin a cat, quite literally, on this piece. So it's very versatile, and there's a lot of machines like this scattered around the gym. You probably have similar machines at your gym that you could potentially use for various different things and different purposes. So always keep that in mind, guys. There's probably a lot of machines that you can utilize for many different things should you wish to do so. So 3 sets on the rear delt, just because rear delts can always handle a touch more work for a small body part. And I do prefer to train in a high rep range. I do find your delts do generally respond to high rep range work. So again, any lateral work, any rear delt work, I always make sure I tend to keep it in high rep ranges. 1, you get a better connection, and 2, I generally think that kind of body part, where it's quite small and it's always quite active, does respond better to high reps, such as calves, medial delt, and even your arms. So now we're going to run my all-time favourite version of a shrug. When you actually look at your trap muscles, it's not just your neck, it's your whole upper back. So if you want to do a shrug effectively, it's never going to be this. You're better off getting something that will allow you to have a chest support, and then allow your shoulders to fully protract whilst keeping the tension in your traps, and then drive your shoulders back and through to fully retract as well. That will actually target the whole development of your traps. High cable bicep curl, my all-time favorite bicep movement. Why? It doesn't only train your bicep, but it also improves your shoulder function. Your bicep attaches to your shoulder, and this movement in particular actually trains the stability of your shoulder and the little muscles that attach into your bicep from your shoulder. So it's a movement that has a great carryover into the pressing and keeping better mobility and stability around the shoulder joint as well. I definitely do love these, especially for bigger guys. Key and the caveat is doing this single arm. Dual arm, it's pretty fucking useless.
Oh, what a bastard. Oh, doing biceps just to keep my woman's physique dreams alive. It's never gonna happen. Too small.
So I always talk about training muscles across their all contractile ranges. So this exercise in particular overloads the shortened range. So when the muscle is fully contracted, there's very little resistance here. It's all literally here. Now, moving forward, after we've exhausted the shortened range, we will move on to the pant machine curl, and then I will load it mid to lengthen range. So there's still some load in the middle, but it predominantly loads the lengthen range, which is the stretch, where I am the strongest and still have plenty of energy to really be able to trash the bicep. I need more glutes, so I actually move back and forth on my last exercise and move on with glute work with Meg. 3, 2. Come on. structuring my workouts now are pretty much the same as I have done for years. Now on pull days, what I found is doing a hinge only took away from my back development and my ability to actually train my lats and my upper back hard. So now I actually do my hinge work on a hamstring bias leg day. Instead, the glute work that is additionally needed for my development is added at the end of my pull workout after I've done the hard stuff. One set of hip thrust, I can still squeeze out my maximum effort in between bicep work. If I was to do an RDL or any hip hinge before I pull work, that would exhaust me. It wouldn't allow me to really hit my actual lats and my upper back with the intensity that I need in order for them to develop and grow. There's a million ways to skin a cat. Try out both approaches for yourself and see what works. If your back development isn't there and you are doing your hinge work on your pull days, think about moving it. Trial and error. That's the beauty of this game, you know? You can always learn something new and you can always do something better. And ultimately, you have to do what works for you. Moving on, last set of bicep work. Just one single set for me, 2 sets for Mark of single arm bicep curl. But this particular variation overloads the length and range. So as you can see, the cable is right below me. Step forward, just one step. Keep your arm fixed by your side. Lean into the working arm slightly. And from here, all I want to do is drag through. There we go. That's the full range of motion here. Your upper arm stays fixed by your side. Right, my boys and girls, that is a wrap up from me. Definitely a great session ticked off, and we did take a lot of progress as well, so I'm very happy. At this point now, this is an 8-week post show, so a little bit of fatigue creeping in today, so I'm not sure if it's just that probably going to be due a deload soon, or it's just because I am reaching new heights in performance. I'll see how the sessions go. So far today, yeah, I felt a little bit laggy, but I still managed to take some solid progression across the board without nothing really dropping off, and the pump is great. You know, sleep's still good, so all the metrics are still pretty bang on. So, if anything, I'll just see how the sessions go over the next few days, and then if we need to auto-regulate, I will. But based on how I'm feeling right now, a lot of progress has been made, and it's continuing to be made. So, extremely happy. That is all from me, ladies and gents. Any questions, as always, pop them below, and I will get to them. And I will let the wife finish off and cap it off for you guys. That is all from me. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch up with you guys very soon. Don't forget, new Train by JP clothing as well. Get on that for the website and show some love for liking the video, supporting both me and Gaz and the wife. Thank you guys. Peace out for now.
So that's the end of our pull session. We've titrated the volume up just a little bit, which is quite nice to be fair. If you can hear some banging, we've actually had the Arsenal strength delivery. So the guy who comes and fits all the machines actually just knocking about to put them in kind of where they need to go in place. Happy with how the session went. It was nice to actually adjust the order of the exercises. Kuba's put my row on my upper back before my pull down, and I actually felt like I could get a little bit more out of my upper back row, and then my back felt like it was firing a little bit more for my upper back pull down. But sometimes I find it a little bit hard to connect with my upper back pull down when I go straight from lat to upper back. Perhaps it's just because I have a bit of a weaker upper back compared to my lats, I think, so perhaps that's why, but it felt good anyway. But that's the end of the session. Hope that you enjoyed it. Please like, share, subscribe. If there's anything that you'd like us to cover, please comment it below, and obviously we'll be back with our next video, whether that be in the gym or not, who knows.